Hey guys, please like and subscribe, and check me out on Twitch. I stream almost every day. Today I am playing in a Plat 1d4 game. I have the same outfit as the last game, last YouTube video. Am I recording on the same day right after? I might be. Please like and subscribe. So you'll notice this opener that I did is pretty dope. What I did here is I warded in case that ward will keep us safe for the first two waves. And it'll let us know if Nidalee's like trying to cheese gank us, or maybe she's going to invade our blue. And then right after, I transitioned into bot lane and I denied the wave by pulling it. And so like it's like just a super nice sequence. The runes I'm running today are Conqueror, Presence of Mind, Bloodline, Conqueror with Nimbus Gathering. And so this is really nice when you have a lot of enchanters in the bot lane that are just going to be both healing 80 carries up sometimes, and the extent if like Conqueror is going to really win you this. I want to trade aggressive here. We just got level 2. I'm just trading really aggressive. And you notice I step back a bit because I have bigger range in this guy. And I'm auto spacing. And that's like the definition of spacing. It's like you use your range advantage. Because Calvin gives the range advantage and you just play up. Do a little hardball. I could have held that a bit longer in there. But I also wanted to move out of the way and not think creep aggro. So Presence of Mind is also really nice in lanes like this because you're going to be trading but also sustaining hard because you guys both have enchanters. I misclicked there. That really sucks, but I like this. Oof. That Q-Blug was tragic, but still good. Wonderful. So you always lead that off with a grab auto, and then you take it slow. And the reason you do that is because grab auto is a confirmation the moment it lands. So you know that once it lands, you're gonna get some guarantee that you're gonna be able to make a play. But if you go for something like Calvin auto Q, there's a chance that's gonna miss. So if I flash Calvin Q there's a chance it's gonna miss and it's gonna feel really bad. But instead I go for a grab auto, which is gonna lead to the guaranteed combo of auto Calvin Q. Don't Calvin Q right after. I really recommend you weave in the auto attack because it's gonna feel really bad if you miss that because of the fact that you are gonna get the bug. Because anything where you do grab Q, swap Q, it makes it so your Q goes backwards or a different direction. It feels really bad. So you guys know. I'm also going Berserkers here, and I'm going Berserkers here even though they're full AD because I just burned Flash and I took Conquer this game. And so basically having tier 2 boots when your Flash is down this early into the game can feel pretty bad. It makes you pretty exposed to ganks. But what this is going to help me do is I can stack up Conquer faster, choose better trades in lane, while also increasing my survivability. Pretty nice spot here. The lane is currently still shoving into me, and I am down to either freeze it or play for level 4 and go for a chakram swap here because I'm a lot stronger. So I'm stacking my Conqueror right now, and then I'm gonna play for level 4 swap. I could lead this with like a grab. If he gets cocky, I could even lead it with like a little bit of a sneaky grab here, but I'm gonna go for an auto on Lucian. Auto, back up a bit, swap. And I have tier 2s. Kiana's missing this, so I'll just back off right away and pop a potion. Sucks, but gotta respect the map pressure. Thankfully Silas is pinging, so the game's kind of playable. When people don't ping roams, it can feel pretty bad though. Good trades here. Kiana's here again. Power. She's level 5, so this isn't it. I'm down to play aggressive here. Nice. So like in that situation, because I have a good read on the play and I spaced it really well, I let them go for Soraka, and I know that I'm not going to be out of position. And with my tier 2 boots, by the way, that was enabled by Conquer and going tier 2 boots because I'm feeling really confident. I'm like, you know what, I can make a play here. I'm going to go for it, and we're able to just blow open the game by positioning well and going for fights that we're pretty confident about. So we take it back after showing out the wave, and really good. But if she was 6 there, totally different story. A level 5 Kiana roam? Yeah, right, dude. good one. So we get a noon quiver here. I did go Conqueror this game. And you know what? I can go. Oh no, I'm holding my nose there. I can go either item and it's gonna feel pretty good. I think Kraken Slayer feels really good to Yumi in the sense that like she's gonna heal one person. You have to burn through like Darius, who could be really tanky. It feels really good. But then going Gale Force gives you a lot of flexibility against these champions who are mobile, dash focused. So get a little bit of both worlds here.
As beautiful, as terrifying.
Then I can bait out the fight here. Finishing Q.
An enemy has been slain.
And I'm gonna hit 6 here from the solo XP. So if I max the 30 second here, and I play it slow and I zone them first, and then I can I'll put a tower down. Go for the instant grab. Hold my Calvary remote for Yumi. Oh my god, that champ's so skinny. Nice. So like in that situation, the one thing that I think people make the mistake about on the Aphelios is like when you're when you play Aphelios and you go for like a red, white, green swap or anything, or in that case I end up going towards like Cav and Grav. When you go for those swaps, the timing of going for a swap combo, you're still very vulnerable and you can get punished really hard while you're waiting for your guns to come back out. So what a lot of people just think, oh, red, white, green. Me running, they run in like freaks, and then they end up just getting blown up. And the key to beating that is by playing it really slow and spaced, and understanding that you need a little bit of that buffer timing. So using the Sever move speed, running back and forth is a lot better. I think this is a pretty easy dive. I'm gonna lock up, grab, combo, banger. I got a little bit of a double grab action there. I don't want to take tower here, to be honest with you. I want to just take the wave and back out. So, when you're winning lane this hard into the start of the game, you're better off not taking tower, even though I get a better back timing with it. So I'll take golems here, so I can get Kraken Slayer on my recall and keep the game momentum going. And when you're going Kraken Slayer, I'm a really big fan of taking Nimbus Cloak. I think it like really rounds out your kit well when you have Nimbus Cloak, this character. So, spy. I'm really looking to recall fast. If this was like a faster shoving matchup, it'd feel kind of bad because they shove the wave out. I'm gonna miss, and they actually still might hard shove because they're so far behind. Like, because they're far behind, they might just shove it out, because if you shove it out, it'll crash back into you. Slow shoving when you're really far behind is useless because they're just gonna kill you even if you have 2 stacked waves, because you're just a lot stronger. So that being said, they are slow shoving it, and I can 2v1 here because I have chakrams. The key here is to try to get within flash range before he flashes away. Okay, they're playing super greedy. I can just 2v1 here. Let's see. There's no way they actually go for it. I have better boosts. I can just auto with Severum here and fight this.
We got the
So in that situation, because I use my Severum Q, it's better to just play with Severum and go for autos and like it's just standing out the fight. After the Aphelios changes, I think that might be a bit different, because Severum autos aren't going to heal as much. Not as big of a damage difference early game, and like maybe not because of the changes, but I can talk about the Aphelios changes anyways. Late game Severum autos are not going to feel nearly as good, but Severum Q is going to be feeling a bit better. And then after that, also they're trying to just make the character's damage more flatlined, but I think Aphelios is going to feel like an all-around, his kit is going to feel more stable, but he's going to do less damage, which is kind of sad because I think in terms of damage he's already on the lower end, so I'm not that excited about the changes that are planned here. But I really hope that they don't go through the changes at the time I'm making this video, but I think we'll find out this week, or like later this week when this video gets released. And yeah, those are my opinions on the changes, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna recall here. I probably should have recalled a bit earlier, but now I'm gonna look to recall before drag, which is a good timing, 1 minute before drag. I can go, let's just go a little rune on or snowballing, blow the game open. When you're ahead, it doesn't really matter as much where you go because you're still going to be doing a lot of damage. So it might be kind of fun to build rune-ons. But like when games are closer and like stats start to blow out a bit more, it's probably a bit better to go PD because PD is the item that gives you a bit more bang for your buck in terms of just fighting. It gives you attack damage and higher attack speed on one target. And like when you're cutting one target out, it definitely feels a bit better. But PD, rune-ons is a bit more of like a pop-off item where it's like, yo, I'm just going to like win a team fight by getting the angle right. A lot worse for single target, but definitely a bit better in the team fight as long as you're getting multiple targets hit. Not hit me.
Double kill. Godlike.
Dang. Probably could have played that a bit better. I was honestly surprised it went so hard for me. I think they should have gone for Soraka there. Again. Favorite technique is like one of my favorite things is like you go for a caliber ult melee range and you flash away, and it's just like so sick when it like goes back and like you get a little one-shot action going. Wave's about to push in, but because there's one more creep there, I'm gonna actually take her raptors first. Counter jungling is like really broken when you're ahead, but it's into when you die for it, so just keep that in mind. Broken when you're ahead, but if you die for it, then it's not really broken because like, kill is worth more than a counter jungle, and if you're giving over kills, then it's not worth it, right? Also, I'm a big fan of maxing lethality second lately. I think it's just so broken. I think having that one-shot potential is not bad. But also, if you're going Kraken Slayer, it actually doesn't feel that bad either because you are able to just hit more and it makes your kit feel smoother. So I think it actually boils down to personal preference. If we're talking about like just going for one shots, the lethality second max is better, but faster lane shoving and synergy with the Kraken Slayer definitely leans towards attack speed. My job now is really just to farm mid. Oh man, it's been so long since I've gone rune-ons, dude. I love rune-ons. I really wish it was better, but it's hard to find games where you want to go rune-ons and you can really justify it when Collector and Phantom Dancer exists. It's like, can you really afford the rune-ons? Like, I don't know, man. But like, look at our character right now. Doesn't it just feel so good to auto-attack? I miss these builds so much. But there's a fight topside. I'm hovering this fight. I don't have flash, so I can't pad this aggressively. And the main thing for me is like, I don't have to necessarily commit to be there. The main thing I need to do is I just need to be within the vicinity. So what I do is I shove out mid and then I look at what's happening and I say, okay, can I make it there? No. Is it even happening? No. But if something crazy did happen, I'd still be in the area, which is really nice. But you notice, I don't think anything's gonna happen here. So instead, what I'm doing is I'm like, okay, that's great. You guys can do that. I'm gonna go farm our bot side jungle while also being ready to catch bot wave, meaning that I'm just gonna be like way ahead of the curve. I'm snowballing like really hard. Like, yeah, we're ahead. I get that, but like I'm also just getting so much, getting so many resources for myself here. And this wave's not even gonna crash, I'm pretty sure. So I think I have time to take this camp as well. So pretty much I'm just like securing hecka resources for myself. Just walk at him here. You know what? I think the wave's worth more.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, I think I'd rather get the wave there. These guys are the 007 bot lane. At least they're styling together, but they're not doing too much. I don't think they're worth that much, so it's probably better to just catch the wave there. And you know, like you're ahead of the curve as an AD carry when you're the same level as the solo laners. So like my solo laners are level 11 and 10. So me being the same level as them means that like I'm for the most part being like extremely efficient, as well as like getting solo kills, solo EXP, and snowballing for myself. Gonna back here.
Your team has destroyed.
Although I could be counter jungling. I might die here. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I'm inting. That was such a griefer recall. For the record, don't recall there. That was like just bad. Don't recall there. That was like, I'm cocky. Don't recall there. That ain't good. That was bad. What I could have done, so okay, what I could have done differently there in that situation is what I can do is I can take Gromp on my way out and I can recall like here, and I'll probably be out of vision. If I'm really concerned, I could recall in the bush, or I can even recall here. Recalling here is a bit greedy, but like,
An ally has been
okay,
slain.
recalling there, not good. Going for wolves, also not good because it puts you in a bad situation. Taking Gromp and recalling out would have been ideal, but I entered it. And that's kind of bad because it gives your opponents like time to get back into the game. But, you know, hey, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes, okay? That's all my bad. So now we're going to kind of turn our attention to like how do we close out games from AD carry, because this game, like, obviously we're really far ahead. But I know like some of you guys probably have lost games like this before. You're like, dude, like how? Dude, dude, 20 kills up. How do we lose? So like now we're just gonna focus on closing out games. I mean, it's like bread and butter. It just goes to shoving out mid without dying, taking objectives and getting kills,
Witness to our sorrow.
because they all lead to good things, right? So we shove out mid, Lucian flashes away there. I think we're in a good position to get drag. We take control of drag area, and now I'm just waiting for drag, playing for soul, right? They try to fight us. They can't really fight us, but the thing is, if you take dragons on cadence, and what I mean by that is when dragons are spawning, it's a really consistent way to win games because it makes it so that the timer on the game starts to close out. I think like one thing that's frustrating when you're ahead and you don't have drags on timer is that like the games can drag out and then you start wondering like, yo, how are we gonna close this game? So, like taking objectives is like a really good way to like put a time bomb on the way the games are gonna go. Someone got caught. They might win that fight because they're really fed, but I'm not like super stoked about it, and I'm playing this really slow. I'm also wondering where Kiana is, right? So I'm here now. Playing this pretty slow.
You did well, Aphelios.
I could have flashed it a bit earlier. But, so like, one, I don't even like that fight. Hindsight, I don't even know if we commit there. But, that being said, what did we do correctly? We play it really slow, like, really non-committal until they commit really hard. Why? Because our teammates already died, and like, yeah, cooldowns are burned. Like, Kiana was the biggest thing I was looking for there. It's like, dude, don't commit to bad fights. Like, I even now, I'm kind of like, I don't like that I went for that play. I'm like, dude, I would much rather, like, kind of have my flash up for a better fight. My Soraka looks like she's running it down again. But yeah, like, let's not go for greedy fights and kind of just play the game out better. I'm not going to go for a fight here. I'm down to shove out mid lane, recall, and then we can, like, get Baron. But right now, like, my teammates, they're like, yo, we got to get Baron, like, right now. Like, no. I need to recall. I do not care what you guys are doing. If I recall, they're going to listen to me. And if they don't, they're trolling. I need to recall right now, and I need to get my items. What am I going to build this game? They're not really building like tank. They have a decent bit of healing, so I could go something like... I'm going to go with like T, I think. So like, if they didn't have a Kiana, I would go BT here, but like... Kiana's second item is usually Serpent Fang, meaning that like my value from BT and healing is just not gonna feel that great. We're going something like GA, which would make them feel really bad because they're gonna have to commit to kill me, but then also just killing me twice is pretty much like an impossible task with a Soraka. So going for this build feels a lot better for my team for sure, or for me, and like feels bad for the enemy team. I can't make it to any fight, but what I can do is I can shove out so that if the fight goes in our favor, which most likely will because we're ahead, we're going to be in a really good spot to punish the map and shove the rest of the lanes out. So I go shove mid here. Nid had to recall fully because she was super low. But instead now I can stack my chakrams up still, and I'm in a good spot to shove out. So instead of like running right to the fight where I'm like, oh dude, I gotta make it to the fight, I shove out mid lane instead, and now we're in like a good spot to close the game, because now we double inhib. And I think what we can do is we can just go straight to Baron here. Lucian's bot, and it's 20-minute inhibs, meaning that they're not going to even clear supers that fast. So with their team comp with a low wave clear, oh, they FF, nice. Pretty straightforward game, guys. How to snowball on Aphelios. If you guys like that, please like and subscribe, and check me out on Twitch.